Do you feel like every day slips through your fingers, weighed down by stress and overwhelm? Like no matter how hard you try, your dreams keep drifting further away? What if I told you that in just 1 hour, you could reclaim your life and unlock the power that's been inside you all along? This video will gently guide you to a place of calm control, where your true strength begins, within. Are you ready to take that first step toward the life you truly deserve? Wasting 23 hours? Fix it with this 1 hour habit. Written and published by Stoic Guardian. Introduction. Time. It slips through your fingers like water. You wake up with the promise of a new day, a fresh start, a clean slate. But somewhere between the first scroll on your phone and the final sigh before bed, the hours vanish. They disappear quietly, without a sound, without permission. And you're left wondering, where did it all go? If you've felt behind, overwhelmed, or simply unsure of how another day passed without you really living it, you are not alone. In a world that praises productivity and speed, we often lose touch with the quiet power of intention. We don't need more hours. We need presence in the hours we already have. This journey is not about becoming perfect. It's about becoming present. It's not about fixing your whole life overnight. It's about honoring just 1 hour, one sacred hour that begins to change everything. A habit not of hustle, but of harmony. A rhythm that restores your mind, rebuilds your energy, and reconnects you with what truly matters. You deserve more than just surviving your day. And that shift? It starts with just 1 hour. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The clock is not your enemy. Close your eyes, if only for a moment, and imagine time as a river, flowing gently, endlessly. You've been standing in it all your life, but lately it feels like it's rushing past, too fast to hold. You try to catch it, control it, keep up with it, but the current is strong and your feet grow tired. This is where many of us live, in the tension between what we want to do and what we somehow never seem to get done. We blame the clock, we curse our calendars, we think, if only I had more time. But the truth is simple and softly revolutionary. The clock is not your enemy, it's your invitation. Every hour it ticks forward is a door, a portal into a new choice, a chance to return to yourself, again and again. But if you are not present, you miss the opening. And the day lives you, instead of the other way around. So where does this all begin? It begins by changing your relationship with time, by stopping the war in your mind that says, you're always late, always behind, always failing. That voice isn't truth, it's a pattern of stress, guilt, and distraction that you learned, and now you can unlearn it. The first shift is gentle awareness. You don't need to overhaul your whole day, just notice. Begin to see how you spend your time, the way you track your breath, with compassion, not criticism. Let your attention return to the present moment, again and again, like the tide returning to shore. Your time is not a threat, it's a mirror. It reflects where your energy flows, where your habits lie, and where your healing still calls. That's why we begin with 1 hour, not to escape time, but to meet it intentionally, not to force your day into shape, but to shape your inner world so your day follows. And what does that hour look like? For now, it doesn't need to be perfect. It can be quiet, gentle, free of noise, a slow walk without your phone, a cup of tea with nothing to scroll, a journal opened with honesty, a moment to breathe without needing to fix anything at all. That's where your real power begins, not in more hours, but in more presence. You're not trying to master time, you're learning to harmonize with it. So the next time you look at the clock, don't panic, pause, whisper to yourself softly, I am not behind, I'm right here, and this hour is mine. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to reclaim your rhythm. You are allowed to begin again, today, in this very moment. Chapter 2. 1 hour to reclaim your life. There's a quiet moment in the day that most people overlook. A window that silently waits to be opened. It's not grand or loud. It doesn't demand attention, but in its stillness lies power. 1 hour. That's all it takes to begin reclaiming what the world has slowly taken from you. Your peace, your clarity, your sense of purpose. 1 hour not spent scrolling, reacting, rushing, but returning to yourself. Can you feel how heavy it's been, carrying the noise of 23 hours without pause? That ache in your chest isn't weakness, it's a signal. A soft call back to balance. You've been stretched thin between obligations, messages, expectations. The day blurs together in a quiet race against time, and somewhere in that blur you lose track of yourself. You lose track of what matters. You wake up tired, even after sleep. You feel alone, even when surrounded. And the strangest part, you've almost accepted it as normal. But it's not. You were never meant to survive life on autopilot. You were meant to feel it, to breathe through it, to shape it consciously. And 1 hour, just one, can begin to shift it all. Imagine time as a garden. Every hour is a seed. If you give just 1 hour your full presence, your full intention, something beautiful begins to grow. You can water your thoughts. You can prune old patterns. You can plant new beliefs that nourish, not drain. But this garden won't wait forever. Neglect it, and the weeds of distraction and doubt will take over. Tend to it, and your inner life will bloom. It all begins with a sacred decision. To reclaim 1 hour, no matter what the world demands of you. This hour doesn't require perfection. It doesn't even need to be the same time every day. It just needs to be yours. Uninterrupted, uncomplicated, undivided. It can be morning, before the noise starts, or evening, when the world quiets down. All that matters is that you show up for it, consistently, lovingly. Show up for your breath, show up for your thoughts, show up for the dreams you buried beneath busyness. 1 hour to stop performing, 1 hour to stop pleasing, 1 hour to remember who you were before the pressure. Start with your breath, let it guide you back. Inhale slow and steady, exhale gentle and full. Feel the weight leave your shoulders, feel the pace of your mind begin to soften. This is the doorway back to presence. And when the breath leads, your thoughts follow, your body follows, your soul follows. Soon the noise outside becomes distant, the urgency fades, and in that quiet, something sacred stirs. Your intuition, your clarity, your strength. You remember that you are not the chaos. You are the calm within it. Use this hour to journal what you've been avoiding, to move your body in a way that feels like care, not punishment, to sit in silence without needing to fix anything, to walk slowly, observing the sky, the wind, the miracle of simply being alive. This hour is not about productivity, it's about presence. It's about becoming the anchor in your own life, not the storm. And the more you choose this hour, the more it begins to shape the other 23. Eventually, this 1 hour teaches the rest of the day how to follow. You begin to make decisions from calm, not from fear. You begin to respond, not react. You begin to release what's not yours to carry, the pressure, the guilt, the comparisons. You realize you don't need to do more to be worthy, you simply need to return to yourself. 1 hour a day. That's the medicine, that's the path. Not to escape life, but to reclaim it from the inside out. Let this be your gentle reminder. You are not too busy to come back to yourself. You are not too far gone to begin again. You are not asking for too much when you ask for peace. You are simply remembering your worth. And it only takes 1 hour a day to keep remembering. Just 1 hour to listen inward, to breathe deeper, to soften your heart. You deserve that hour. You deserve yourself. Take a breath now and say softly within, I reclaim my time. I reclaim my peace. I reclaim my life. 1 hour at a time. Chapter 3. The noise that steals your focus. Imagine standing by a quiet lake early in the morning, the water smooth and still, reflecting the soft colors of dawn. Now, imagine a sudden gust of wind. Ripples spread across the surface, disturbing the calm mirror and scattering the reflections into broken pieces. This is what noise does to your mind. It shatters your focus, breaking the delicate stillness you need to hold your attention. You live in a world filled with constant noise, not just sounds, but endless distractions pulling you in every direction. Notifications ping, thoughts crowd your mind, worries chatter like an uninvited chorus. This noise steals your focus like tiny thieves sneaking in, stealing moments of clarity and peace. You try to hold on, but the river of distractions keeps flowing, sweeping your attention away. This struggle is more common than you realize. You might find yourself drifting during important tasks, feeling frustrated with your scattered mind. You're not alone. The noise can feel overwhelming, like a storm that won't pass. But what if you could build a sanctuary inside yourself? A quiet harbor that protects your focus, no matter what storms rage outside. The metaphor of the lake helps here. You can learn to calm the ripples. It starts by noticing the noise without judgment, acknowledging it as a natural part of your environment. Then, gently, you can guide your attention back to stillness. Simple practices like mindful breathing or setting small blocks of uninterrupted time become your tools to protect your focus. Try this now. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel the air fill your lungs, then release it softly. Imagine the ripples on the lake's surface fading, returning the water to smooth, glassy calm. Repeat this when distractions arise. Each breath roots you deeper into your sanctuary. You are the keeper of your focus. The noise may be around you, but it doesn't have to control you. With each moment you reclaim, you nurture the power within to direct your mind with intention and grace. Remember this. Your attention is precious, like sunlight filtering through leaves. Guard it gently. Let the noise fade into the background while you cultivate a stillness that holds your calm, your clarity, your strength. Chapter 4. Building a sanctuary in time. Picture a small, quiet garden tucked away from the rush of the world. A place where the air feels lighter, the colors softer, and time seems to slow. This garden is your sanctuary in time, a space you create to protect your peace and nurture your soul. It exists not in a distant place, but within the rhythm of your daily life, waiting patiently for you to step inside. You may often feel caught in a relentless current. Tasks, obligations, endless to-do lists pulling you forward without pause. Time rushes past like a river that never rests, and you find yourself gasping for a moment to breathe. This feeling of being overwhelmed, of never quite having enough time, is a common struggle. It wears you down quietly, like a shadow that stretches longer with each passing day. But what if you could build a sanctuary in that very flow of time? What if, instead of letting the river sweep you away, you chose to step into a gentle pool, a moment carved out just for you? This is not about escaping reality, but about creating a sacred rhythm within it, a rhythm that honors your need for rest, reflection, and renewal. Building this sanctuary begins with intention. It starts by recognizing that your time is a precious resource, not to be spent carelessly, but invested thoughtfully. You might start small, perhaps by setting aside 5 minutes each morning for quiet reflection, or an evening pause before sleep. These moments become like stones laid carefully to create a path, leading you back to yourself again and again. Use breath as your doorway into this sanctuary. With each inhale, invite calm. With each exhale, release tension. Let your body settle, like a leaf drifting gently to rest on still water. In these moments, you reconnect with your inner center, the place of peace that no chaos can touch. Remember, your sanctuary in time is not about perfection. It is a tender space, always available, patiently waiting for you to return. As you build this sanctuary, you reclaim not just your time, but your power to be present, grounded, and whole. You deserve this sanctuary. You deserve these moments of calm. Let yourself enter again and again and find peace in the quiet sanctuary you have created. Chapter 5. The Ritual of Renewal. Imagine standing at the edge of a calm lake just as dawn begins to break. The water is smooth like glass, reflecting the soft colors of the waking sky. In this stillness, you feel a quiet invitation to pause, to breathe, and to renew. This moment is a ritual, a sacred act that honors your need to refresh your spirit and clear the clutter of the day. You might find yourself overwhelmed often, running from one task to the next, feeling tired before the day has even truly begun. This exhaustion is a familiar companion, whispering that you are running low on energy, low on presence, low on connection with yourself. The struggle to keep going when you feel drained is real and deeply human. But renewal doesn't come from pushing harder. It comes from pausing. It comes from choosing to slow down and give yourself permission to reset. This ritual is a gentle act of self-kindness, a promise you make to yourself that you will show up fully by first tending to your inner needs. To create your ritual of renewal, begin with a simple breath. Inhale deeply, feeling your lungs expand with fresh energy. Exhale slowly, letting go of any heaviness you carry. Let this breath be your anchor, your way back to calm. Next, invite a small practice into your day, a moment to light a candle, sip tea mindfully, or simply sit quietly with your thoughts. These rituals, no matter how small, become powerful acts of renewal. They remind you that your well-being matters and that caring for yourself is not selfish, it is essential. As you cultivate this ritual, you build resilience against the noise and demands of the outside world. You create a sacred pause where your mind can rest, your heart can heal, and your spirit can breathe freely. Know that renewal is always available to you, like that calm lake at dawn. You only need to step into the stillness, breathe deeply, and allow yourself to be restored. You are worthy of renewal. You are deserving of peace. Embrace this ritual gently and let it guide you back to yourself, again and again. Chapter 6. Attention is a currency. Spend it wisely. Imagine your attention as a precious currency, a form of wealth that flows steadily through your day. Like money, it can be spent wisely or squandered carelessly. But unlike money, attention is intangible, invisible, yet incredibly powerful. It shapes your reality. It crafts the story you tell yourself and the world you experience. You may have noticed how easily your attention slips away, pulled by distractions, worries, or endless obligations. The constant noise, the buzzing phone, the scrolling feeds, these are thieves, stealing moments, pieces of your focus without asking for permission. This theft leaves you feeling fragmented, exhausted, and disconnected from what truly matters. But what if you could reclaim your attention? What if you could treat it like the treasure it is? Like a river that needs gentle steering, your focus can be guided towards what nourishes your soul, what fuels your growth, and what brings you peace. Start by becoming aware of where your attention goes. Notice the moments when it drifts into anxious thoughts or distractions. Instead of judging yourself, gently guide it back. This is not about perfection, it's about kindness and practice. Try setting a simple intention to spend your attention as if it were sacred currency, investing it in things that bring joy, meaning, and calm. Maybe it's a quiet walk in nature, a deep conversation with a loved one, or simply the rhythm of your breath. When you treat your attention this way, you build mental clarity. You cultivate calm. You free yourself from the chaos that can consume your mind. Remember, attention is not infinite, but the way you spend it can create abundance. Choose to spend it wisely and watch your life transform. You hold this currency in your hands. Spend it gently. Spend it well. Chapter 7. The Mirror of Intention. Imagine standing before a still pond, its surface smooth like glass. In this quiet water, your reflection appears clearly, revealing not just your face, but the deeper parts of who you are. This pond is like your mind, and your intentions are the stones you gently drop into it. Each intention creates ripples, waves, that move outward and shape what you see and experience. At times, life feels like a blur of distractions, and you may wonder, am I moving toward what I truly want? Your intentions act as a mirror, reflecting your inner truth back to you. But when intentions are unclear or scattered, this mirror becomes foggy, distorting your view. You may find yourself overwhelmed by external demands, lost in the hurry, or weighed down by self-doubt. These struggles cloud your reflection, making it harder to see the path you wish to follow. Yet, when you pause and set a clear intention, the surface calms. You invite clarity and purpose. Setting intention is like planting a seed in fertile soil. It is the gentle promise you make to yourself, a quiet declaration of what matters most. It doesn't need to be grand or perfect. Even a small, heartfelt intention can illuminate your day and guide your steps. Try this. Take a moment to breathe deeply, then ask yourself, what is my intention right now? What do I want to nurture in this moment? Let your answer arise softly, without pressure. Hold it gently, like a fragile treasure. As you move forward, return to this mirror often. Notice how your intentions shape your experience and how they evolve with time. Let them be your compass, your quiet guide amid the noise. Your intentions are reflections of your deepest self, clear, truthful, and alive. Honor them. Trust them. Chapter 8. Rewiring the day through stillness. Imagine your day as a flowing river, sometimes rushing, sometimes calm, but always moving forward. In the rush of life, it's easy to feel swept away by currents of stress, noise, and endless to-dos. But what if, within this river, there was a quiet pool where you could pause and breathe? A place of stillness, where the water slows and clarity returns. You may have noticed how often your mind races, replaying worries or planning ahead. This restlessness can scatter your focus and drain your energy. It's like a tangled web of thoughts that pulls you in different directions. But stillness, true stillness, is the gentle unraveling of that web. It offers a chance to reset, to rewire your day with calm and intention. Stillness is not empty or wasted time. It is a sacred pause, a moment to reconnect with yourself beneath the surface noise. Like a deep breath that reaches every corner of your being, stillness soothes tension and opens space for fresh perspective. To begin rewiring your day through stillness, try this simple practice. Find a quiet spot, close your eyes gently, and focus on your breath. Let each inhale fill you with calm, and each exhale release tension. Notice the rhythm. Steady, soft, grounding. You don't need to change anything, just observe. As you practice, you invite your nervous system to relax. You remind your mind that it's safe to rest. Over time, these moments of stillness become powerful rewires. They shift your inner landscape, helping you respond to life with grace instead of reaction. Know that stillness is always within reach, no matter how busy or chaotic the day feels. It is your inner sanctuary, waiting to restore your balance and peace. You are learning to flow with your river, not against it. And in that flow, your day becomes rewired, calmer, clearer, and deeply yours. Chapter 9. The hour that holds your power. Picture this: 1 hour in your day, quietly waiting like a hidden treasure chest. This hour is not ordinary. It holds your power, your chance to shape your life with intention and presence. Yet, how often do you let it slip by, unnoticed, caught in distractions or rushing through routines? You might feel overwhelmed by the endless demands around you, pulled in every direction like leaves caught in a windstorm. That scattered energy leaves you drained, disconnected from what truly matters. But within this hour there is a space to reclaim yourself, a time to anchor your mind, body, and spirit. Think of this hour as a garden you tend carefully. Each moment within it is a seed, capable of growing strength, clarity, and calm. The way you spend this hour nourishes your entire day, weaving calm into the fabric of your life. To claim this hour, start by setting a simple intention. This time is for you. Turn away from the noise, the endless shoulds, and the pull of busyness. Find a quiet place where you can be still or move gently with awareness. It could be through mindful breathing, journaling, or simply sitting with your thoughts. As you lean into this hour, notice how your mind softens, the rush slows, and your heart finds rhythm. You step into your power not through force, but through presence. This hour becomes a sanctuary where you refill your well. Remember, this hour holds your power because it is yours, untouched, unclaimed by others. It is a gift you give yourself daily. Embrace it gently, and watch how your life begins to shift. You are learning that power is not loud or hurried. It is calm, steady, and deeply rooted within you. Chapter 10. Letting go of time guilt. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones, labeled should have, could have, and didn't do enough. This weight pulls at your shoulders, makes your step slow and your breath shallow. This is the weight of time guilt, the feeling that you are never doing enough with the hours you have. You might find yourself trapped in a cycle of judgment, replaying moments where time slipped away or where you wished you had done more. The mind can be relentless, whispering that you're wasting precious moments. But what if this guilt is a shadow you can gently set down? Time guilt is a thief that steals your peace. It traps you in the past and robs you of the present. Yet, you are more than your mistakes or missed opportunities. You are a soul learning, growing, and healing, not a clock ticking toward endless productivity. Think of your day like a river flowing. Sometimes the current is fast, rushing with tasks and to-dos. Other times it slows to a calm pool. Both are necessary. The river does not judge itself for pausing or flowing quickly. It simply moves. You can do the same. To release this guilt, begin by breathing deeply into your body. Allow the breath to carry away the heavy stones. Say softly to yourself, I am enough in this moment. I release the need to be perfect with time. Repeat it gently, letting the words wash over you like a soothing wave. Practice kindness toward yourself. Notice the small victories, the moments you showed up even when tired or distracted. Each is a thread weaving a stronger you. Letting go of time guilt frees you to live fully now. You step into your day with lighter steps and a softer heart. Remember, time is not your enemy. It is a flow you learn to move with, not against. You are learning to hold your moments with grace and ease. Chapter 11. Replacing reaction with rhythm. Picture your mind like the ocean's surface, sometimes still and glassy, other times tossed by sudden storms. Often, when faced with unexpected challenges, your mind reacts like waves crashing wildly, uncontrolled, and exhausting. This reaction, though natural, can leave you feeling drained, caught in a cycle of stress and overwhelm. But imagine instead finding a rhythm, a steady, calming beat beneath the surface that guides your actions with intention and ease. Rhythm is the quiet pulse that steadies the tides within you, allowing you to respond rather than react, to flow rather than fight. When you react, you give your power away to the noise outside. When you move with rhythm, you reclaim that power, choosing how you engage with the world around you. The struggle you face may be the feeling of losing control, of being swept away by emotion or circumstance. This struggle is like a storm, but storms always pass. Beneath them, the ocean's rhythm remains, patient and sure. To build this rhythm, begin with your breath. Slow, deep, steady. Feel the inhale as a wave rising, the exhale as it falls, creating a natural cycle that grounds you. This breath rhythm can become your anchor in moments of chaos. Next, notice the spaces between your reactions. Pause there. Let the silence grow. In that quiet space, you find your rhythm, your calm center. Practice moving with this rhythm throughout your day. When challenges arise, invite the steady pulse in. Choose your responses with care, like a dancer moving gracefully through music. You are not at the mercy of storms. You are the ocean's rhythm, calm, steady, and powerful beneath every wave. Remember, each breath is a chance to replace reaction with rhythm, and in that rhythm, you find your peace. Chapter 12. The sacred space within the schedule. Imagine your day as a carefully woven tapestry, each thread representing moments, tasks, and intentions. Among these threads there lies a sacred space, a quiet pause woven intentionally into the fabric of your life. This space is not empty or wasted. It is a place of renewal, a breath of peace in the rush. You might feel overwhelmed by the endless to-do lists, the ticking clock, the pressure to constantly move. This struggle is common, feeling trapped in a cycle where every moment is filled, leaving no room to simply be. Like a garden choked by weeds, your time can feel overgrown with obligation and distraction. But within the chaos, the sacred space invites you to step back, to create a small clearing where you reconnect with yourself. This space is your sanctuary, a moment where time slows and your soul can breathe. To find this sacred space, start by choosing a brief pause each day. It could be a minute of stillness before you begin work, a quiet cup of tea, or a few moments sitting by a window. Notice the sensations around you, the softness of your breath, the warmth of the light, the gentle sounds that often go unnoticed. This simple ritual rewires your experience of time. It teaches your mind and body that pause is not absence, but presence. That stillness is not lost time, but sacred space. Embrace this sacred space as an act of self-care, a way to honor your needs amidst the demands. In this pause, you restore your clarity, your calm, and your connection. Remember, within every schedule lies a sacred space waiting to be claimed. A space where you can simply be, and in that being find your peace. Chapter 13. Aligning action with purpose. Picture your day as a river flowing steadily toward the sea. Each action you take is a ripple on the surface, shaping the current beneath. Sometimes your actions may feel scattered, like leaves caught in the wind, drifting without direction or meaning. This struggle is familiar, wanting to move forward, but unsure if your steps align with who you truly are. When your actions lack purpose, the river of your life can feel turbulent, but when you align your actions with your deeper intentions, your path becomes clear, flowing with gentle strength and grace. Purpose acts like a compass, guiding every choice, every moment. To cultivate this alignment, begin by reflecting quietly on what truly matters to you. What values light your way? What dreams whisper softly in your heart? This reflection is like drawing a map before setting sail. Next, gently bring your awareness to your daily tasks. Notice which ones ripple with meaning and which feel disconnected or draining. You have the power to shift your focus, to choose actions that nourish your soul rather than deplete it. A practical tool for this is mindful intention setting. Each morning, pause and breathe deeply, then affirm your purpose for the day. Let this intention be your anchor, your guide through the currents. Remember, your life is not a random drift but a purposeful journey. When you align your actions with your heart, you flow effortlessly toward the future you deserve. You are moving with intention, with clarity, with grace. Chapter 14. Showing up for your future self. Imagine standing at the edge of a quiet forest, the soft rustle of leaves whispering stories of the paths ahead. Each choice you make today is like planting a seed deep in the fertile soil of your future. It may be unseen now, but with time it will grow into something strong and beautiful. You might sometimes feel disconnected from that future version of yourself, the one who has healed, grown, and found peace. The struggle is real. How to care for a self you can barely imagine. How to take steps that honor a tomorrow you haven't yet met. This is the moment to embrace a gentle truth. The future self is not distant or separate. They are you, waiting patiently to be nurtured by the actions you take now. Showing up for your future self means choosing kindness in your decisions, even when it feels hard. It means planting those seeds of patience, courage, and hope. Try this. When faced with a choice, pause and ask yourself, how will this serve my future self? This question invites you into a quiet space of reflection. It shifts your focus from immediate reactions to thoughtful intention. By showing up for your future self, you weave a thread of love and care through your life's tapestry. Each moment becomes an act of self-respect, a promise kept. You are here, you are present, you are the guardian of your own becoming. Chapter 15. You are not behind. Picture a river flowing gently through a landscape, winding its way around stones and trees. It does not rush, nor does it stop. It simply moves forward, embracing its path with quiet patience. Like this river, your journey is unfolding, not behind, not lost, but always becoming. You may sometimes feel behind. Life's pace can feel overwhelming, and comparisons whisper doubts in your ear. You wonder if you're late to your own story, if others have leapt ahead while you linger. This struggle is common and deeply human. But what if you could see your life as a slow, beautiful unfolding, a becoming rather than a race? The truth is, you are exactly where you need to be. Every step, every pause, every breath shapes the person you are growing into. Think of yourself as a seed in the earth, growing roots deep and steady before sprouting leaves to the sun. Growth isn't always visible. Sometimes it is quiet, beneath the surface, preparing you for what is to come. Practice this gentle affirmation. I am not behind. I am becoming. I am enough, exactly as I am. Say it slowly, feeling its truth settle like soft rain on your soul. This moment, right now, holds your power. You are here, you are growing, you are becoming, and that is more than enough.